Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my Chelsea versus Manchester City preview for the game which we played at Wembley later on today in the Carabao Cup final. So what I'm going to do for you guys is that firstly I'll be giving you the team news concerning both sides, and I'll be starting off with the Chelsea team news because obviously alphabetical order exists and it's a neutral venue, so neither side is at home. But yeah, I'll be starting off with the Chelsea team news, then I'll give you the Manchester City team news, and then after that I'll be giving you my lineup based on the team news in which I'm going to give you, and lastly I'll be giving you my score prediction along with Paul Merson's score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So like I said, starting off with the Chelsea team news, there are two stories concerning the Chelsea first team, and the first one is to do with Willy Caballero and Kepa. Kepa is expected to miss the game due to a hamstring problem, so that means that Willy Caballero is expected to start in goal. That's the first story out of the way. The second story concerning the Chelsea first team is to do with Pedro and Davide Zappacosta, and that is that they are both doubtful ahead of today's Carabao Cup final due to illness. So that's it for the Chelsea team news. Moving on to the Manchester City team news, there are also two stories concerning the Manchester City first team, and the first one is to do with John Stones, Benjamin Mendy and Gabriel Jesus, and that's that they are all doubts ahead of kickoff. The second story concerning the Manchester City first team is to do with Originette Muric. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but that shouldn't surprise you a lot. But yes, this story explains how Pep Guardiola has not confirmed that he will have a place in the starting 11 or the starting squad, or the squad in general, so the 18 players, and of course that includes the bench. So that's it for the team news. Getting straight into my lineup, and as always, sorry for moving the camera, starting off with the formation, it is going to be a 4-3-3 with that deep line playmaker involved. And getting straight into the personnel, I've gone with Willy Caballero in goal for obvious reasons. I've gone with a back four from right to left of Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, David Luiz and Emerson Palmieri. I've gone with a midfield three of Mateo Kovacic in that deep line playmaker role, with Ruben Loftus-Cheek and N'Golo Kante just ahead of him. And I've gone with a front three from right to left of Callum Hudson-Odoi, Gonzalo Higuain and Eden Hazard, or in other words, Triple H. I don't like Triple H, but yeah, I just thought I'd add that in there. So that's my lineup. Let me know what you think of it down below. But getting straight into Paul Merson's score prediction, he has gone with a 3-0 Manchester City win because he believes that good managers change. That's what they do. You don't just go everywhere and play the same way, especially after losing 6-0 against the same team a few weeks ago. Good point. If they change the way they play, you never know in a cup final. But look at City with the team they played at Newport in the FA Cup. Pep Guardiola is ruthless. If they are 2-0 or 3-0 ahead against Chelsea with 25 minutes left to go, then he will want to get 4 or 5. I completely agree with that, by the way. I completely agree with that. Moving on to my score prediction, I have gone with a 2-1 Manchester City win. As always, when we face them, I'm not confident because of what they've done to us in the past. I mean, last season they did beat us 1-0 twice, but we were dreadful in both games, in terms of the performance, of course. But yeah, the reason why I've gone with a 2-1 Manchester City win is because I don't see Chelsea laying too many gloves on Manchester City. They beat us 6-0 and scored four goals in less than half an hour. Chelsea look very vulnerable when they come up against teams that like to press high up the pitch. Or in other words, when they're free forwards, if you're using a 4-3-3, I almost said 3-4-3. Oh my god. Or in other words, when a team is playing a 4-3-3 and their free forwards are up against the back four, and there's a massive gap in between our back four and midfield, or their midfield, shall I say. Hopefully that made sense. But yes, we are really vulnerable when we come up against teams that like to press, and especially Manchester City. I do see us scoring, but I can also see us being really complacent, which is a trend with the Chelsea team. For example, when we played Bournemouth away from home and we lost 4-0, we were complacent. At the end of I think the first half was really good from us. We were arguably the better side in the first half of that game, but Bournemouth completely turned us over in the second half and scored 4 brilliant goals. But yeah, it was pretty much the same with our 6-0 loss as well. complacent. We did start the game really well. First 3 minutes, really well, good start. We looked as if we were going to attack Manchester City. Attack Manchester City, sorry, and try to get as many goals as possible. But we left ourselves vulnerable at the back, and that's something you cannot do against this rampant Manchester City side, because if you do, then you'll get beaten 6-0. Nah, the 6-0 bit is a joke, but my point is that you'll get battered. But yeah, I've gone with a 2-1 Manchester City win. I'm not confident, but hopefully Chelsea go out and prove me wrong. It would be nice for us to go out and get the win, because it would be the first. If we do win, it would be our first Carabao Cup or League Cup since 2015, where we obviously beat Tottenham by 2-0. When Diego Costa, not Diego Costa, when John Terry and Kyle Walker got the goals. Kyle Walker obviously getting an own goal because he's never played for us. But yes, that is the end of my preview. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all very soon. Come on, you Blues, and peace. Please beat Manchester City to lift the Carabao Cup. Come on, you Blues.